So, here's what's bothering me. What the hell is any of this for? I mean, there was this thing about we're protecting Cocoon, because that's ostensibly what got us on this whole thing. Then Caius showed up and started saying something, the timeline. And now the Cocoon thing is irrevocably linked to the Caius thing, and now Caius wants to break Cocoon, and what?
Well, you see, remember that we are reusing Final Fantasy XIII's plot.
Okay, so he wants to kill a bunch of people in order to something God.
Yes, he is going to destroy the pillar, which will cause Cocoon to fall, and in turn destroy the new Cocoon, and then that will kill a whole bunch of people, and then open Etro's gate, and then he can kill the goddess, and then he can just die forever, some bullshit.
Yeah, that pretty much is Final Fantasy XIII. I like that all of this is we've been walking towards the Academy, and it's never. I guess the Academy is where the whatever it is that they're building is.
Yes, the new Cocoon is behind the Academy. Like, you can sort of see it. If we were zoomed way out, you would see this big, sphere thing behind it.
Oh, good.
Anyway, Hope is here to save the day. About goddamn time.
Oh hey, it's Saz. Remember the thing where we're supposed to be glad to see old characters, except this time it actually works because it's Saz and it's the only character we actually like. I fully support this development. You know, even if it's kind of inextricably tied up with the rest of this bullshit game. What actually is our plan again?
We are going to fight Caius to stop him from destroying the new Cocoon, and then... question mark?
And we're gonna fly at the invincible dragon on our airship, being piloted by Saz.
Yes.
Well, sure, whatever. Yep, I think he made that apparent.
Yeah, see, that was Cocoon in the background there.
Okay. So what, Daj was one of Sarah's students now. It's funny how nowhere in Final Fantasy XIII mentioned that, even in its extensive collection of data logs. I mean, did we even know that Sarah was a teacher?
Well, I don't think she was a teacher in 13. That was a 13-2. That was like a in-between 13 and 13-2 thing.
So then when did Daj sign up for her classes? I mean...
Don't ask questions. We're here to fight Bahamut. Again. But for real this time.
On something resembling massive air quote begin equal terms, massive air quote end? I mean, we've pretty firmly established that you can't actually kill this thing.
Well, we can do enough damage to knock Caius out of his Eidolon form.
Yeah.
And then we can actually kill him, because then we can hit at the heart of chaos.
I think we also pretty firmly established that it makes no sense that there is any link between Caius and Bahamut, because they totally retconned it from just some Eidolon into I don't even know what the hell they did retcon it into, but it's, you know, it's invincible plot bullshit, and it's super special, and it's the bestest Eidolon ever. And it can totally take all the other Eidolons in a fight.
Yeah, which is totally being backed up by the fact that we're about to kill him before he can even get a single Mega Flare off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phase 1 final boss, guys!
Oh, start as you mean to finish, I guess. Okay. I like how in one frame it showed him, literally slicing through the airship. And then, suddenly, he wasn't. Honestly, I think this cutscene took a huge upturn the minute we actually started listening to Caius talking again. I didn't realise how much I'd missed it. aren't we here to change the future?
Well, we're going to protect the future by changing the future, so that Cocoon doesn't fall and destroy everything.
I don't really think about changing the future as protecting it. Whatever.
Anyway, yeah, time for another Caius fight.
Has literally anything changed since the last 5 or so?
Well, this time he is... No, I'm not gonna lie to you and say he's not a complete pushover. This time he... No, I got nothing. Nothing changes on this one.
Oh well. Same old Caius. Ludicrous bullshit sword. Cheating buffs. Won't die. Hits you for not enough damage. And talks like a badass, even when you are walking all over him. About right?
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Inferno is still the most dangerous thing he can do, but it's just too little too late.
And it looked like you basically just ate it anyway. Guess what? I'm badass because no matter how much you kick my ass, I don't actually die. This somehow makes me threatening.
So hey guys, Final Boss Phase 2, thumbs up!
Finally, they actually bring the physics of that sword into the game. Oh no, wait, there it goes. I mean, seriously, that thing being swung would basically break any other sword that blocked it. Oh well. Final Fantasy is bullshit swords? Never.
Her spirit is bound by a curse. I will see. What curse? How many years have you lived on this journey?
Oh yeah, this is this line. Everybody knows this line because it was in the, retrospective for Lightning Returns.
Her only purpose is to die over and over.
Or no, maybe it's later.
Even though she can see the future, she's not allowed to escape.
Everyone knows it anyway.
Yeah, it's coming, everybody knows it.
We might as well experience it.
Deaths without a life to give them.
Let's just sink it in.
Oh, it must be after Phase 3. Okay, whatever.
Don't disappoint me like that.
I'm sorry, I legitimately thought it was coming up here.
Oh well.
So yeah, how about those broken engines we've been flying on for a while now?
What? Even by like anime video game standards, that looked completely fucking ridiculous. I mean, you could literally see the models just floating around with no physics.
So hey, now there's a great big chaos void in the sky.
Oh right, yes, Chaos Void. Of course, that's what it is. I guess we're going to have an epic space battle now.
What are you even doing here?
What is he going to accomplish? Like clinging onto the back of an airship?
Well, I mean, you could ask the same thing about us.
Well, we have numbers, and we've got like the chaos thing or whatever the fuck it is that Noel has. I don't know. Something chaos.
You could have just said we're the protagonists.
Oh, that was basically what I was getting at.
Anyway, we're gonna go into this chaos void.
Of course we are.
Because obviously the best thing to do is to follow Caius right where he wants us to go.
Yes, let's fight the dragon thing by jumping off the airship. This is a plan that I can get behind. Well then. They always know exactly how to utterly fuck up the momentum of a scene, don't they?
So yeah, welcome to Valhalla.
Again.
Geez, Lightning, sure is a good thing you were here to stop us from face-planting into that water, from which, at this height would be like slamming directly into concrete.
Didn't Lightning have a flying thing before? Why can't we have that? Why do we have to have the horse literally running through air? I mean, especially since we're trying to be dramatic and everything.
hey, what's up, Caius?
Valhalla. The Chaos.
That's it? We're gonna do this again?
Isn't the Chaos's ally everywhere?
Let us decide the true history.
I mean, I thought the Chaos was supposed to be like his thing, that was always his superpower. I mean, in fact, isn't that literally his superpower, that he has Chaos inside him?
Well, yes, but you see, now we're in Valhalla, which is pure chaos, so we are literally fighting on his grounds.
Oh, as opposed to the regular Chaos that he was using against us before, which is like different and somehow lesser Chaos, despite Chaos being a total state of a thing.
Also, I just feel like I should point out that he just did Ultima, which did about 500 damage, even though I did not have Shell up.
It's quite disappointing how underwhelming he is, really.
So, yeah, this is really the only for-real Caius fight you get in the game.
Oh, is he actually somewhat of a threat now?
The damage is still pretty underwhelming, but on the whole, you actually do have to put in your work for this one.
Well, it's nice that he's not a total pushover. I mean, you know, I say as he runs out of health for the first time in spectacular fashion.
But oh look! He actually did the resurrection thing!
No, and we actually get to refight him. Well, that's, you know...
Yeah, it's actually a cool effect. Like, it literally just refills his health to full. A very important thing it does not do is give him back all his health.
Wait, what?
Like, it just gives him... It just, like, takes current HP and resets it to max. It doesn't actually give him all his HP back. Like, you can see, he's still got wound damage.
Oh, right, I see. Okay. Well, that sounds like, you know, what a better game might have made the basis for a kind of a puzzle boss. But, you know, I guess not.
Anyway, hey! Final boss round 3, guys! Isn't this great?
Welcome to Final Fantasy XIII-2's difficulty curve. I mean, you know, I hope you're enjoying staying here. I mean, why does he say not now? I thought we couldn't kill him ever. Again, I thought that was, like, his thing.
Which Yule are you talking?
Oh, here it is, here it is.
I've known and protected hundreds of Yules. They had the same soul. Every one of them was unique. A Yule who dreamed of travel. A Yule who loved to sing. A Yule who collected flowers. They all died. All of them. Before my eyes.
It's every bit as beautiful as I remember. You know, beautifully something.
Oh, yeah, no, it's an awful line, but it's just like...
But he sells it because he's fucking Liam O'Brien. He can sell absolutely any line, no matter how terrible. He makes it work. Because that's just the thing that good voice actors can do. And yes, it came up in the retrospective, which is a thing that I still can't believe actually exists, because it's probably the most self-aware thing that the developers of Final Fantasy XIII-2 have ever done. Like, ever.
Of course not.
I mean, was that a fluke? Or is there actually someone at Square Enix who understood how fucking ridiculous all of this is?
She knew her next life would be short. She knew!
Open question.
Because she wanted to see you.
I guess we'll never know.
And again without end.
Enough no more.
Either way, I'm glad the thing exists, because it is legit amazing.
So yeah, we're having a very, very dramatic final confrontation.
Yes. It's very dramatic, because anime drama.
Yeah, and that was a direct hit to the heart of chaos.
Oh, why didn't we just do that the first time?
Because it was actually a terrible mistake, because in doing so we have unleashed his true power.
Oh, of course we have. All it took was to kill him.
Oh, he's not actually dead. Not quite yet.
I mean, you'd think he could have brought about this eventuality with much less effort. than he actually went to. I mean, he literally could have had this outcome in basically the first time they met. I mean, what even was the point of anything that happened in the game if he could have just done this?
So hey, guess what? It's Bahamut. Again!
Only now with, like, at least 50% more strings. Oh no, never mind, he killed us. Oh, are we gonna... Is it gonna fade to white and then we see lightning and she's like, you must go? We fucking are, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah, you are!
To keep hope alive.
I hate when I'm right. That's a lie. I mostly like it though when I'm right, but there are many things that I hate being right about.
But it's okay, Lightning gave us this convenient platform. Because the final boss is not 1 Bahamut, it is 3!
Well, that's... you know... I'll give him this, I was not expecting that. Like, are literally all 3 of them the final boss, or are 2 of them just minions?
Little of column A, little of column B.
And it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy XIII final boss fight without an introductory in-engine cutscene.
So, the way this fight works is that you have to kill the red one and the white one in order to actually hurt the main body.
Oh, isn't that very bizarre, Sephiroth?
But this is... Again, I'm not going to say hard, because this really isn't hard, but this is a very time-consuming boss. You do have to put in a lot of time to this one. But again, the longer the fight goes, though, it does legitimately get kind of hard. Because they will constantly throw out dispels, and they do have permanent buffs. Like you can see, the red one that's permanent haste and bravery.
Like, can you not dispel it?
No, you cannot dispel it. If you do, he just automatically recasts it.
Like, is it like a passive recast, or does he have to take a turn to... No, it is actually passively recasting it. I mean, it's on a timer, but, you know, man, okay.
So, you know, the idea, of course, is that you get stuck fighting, you know, you gotta spend all your time fighting both of them, and then you gotta get yourself ready for the real fight with the main one.
Well, I guess what we have here is a honest-to-God final exam boss. And that's not something I'm going to criticise. I mean, 13 kind of did that. 13 was a little bit on the nose with the way that you literally could not damage Orphan unless it was staggered. Because they thought that somehow it was remotely possible for anyone to make it to Orphan without realising that staggering was a good thing that you should always be doing. So it just ended up seeming a little bit ridiculous. You know, that said, it was still, like, yeah, trying to 5-star that fight was legitimately somewhat of a challenge that you could apply actual brain power to and get results out of. But, you know, this is better. This is this is progress.
So, if it wasn't obvious, the Amber Bahamut is a caster. He will usually start, like, during the first phase of the fight, he'll throw out a bunch of dispels, but once you get to the first changing skies, he'll start throwing out multicasts instead. He is by far the less dangerous of the two.
I like to understand that there's a red sky and a yellow sky and something corresponding colours. Or is that just a aesthetic coincidence?
Yeah, just a coincidence.
Oh well. I don't know, I mean, if you say that, but now it's a black sky, and while we're fighting the black one...
So yeah, the first thing he does is he immediately throws Curse, Poison, and Slow on you, so...
Oh, ain't that enormously shitty.
Yeah, you see, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of time getting things cleaned up before you actually get to fight him.
It's a traditional Final Fantasy final boss opening gambit to, like, immediately put you in a weak position you have to recover from.
The main thing thing he does is Dark Flames, and Dark Flames is not particularly dangerous. It does about 1,000 damage a pop if it hits, but it's not something you really have to actively worry about.
Yeah, and for all the final examness of all this, it is still just a matter of staggering him and then dealing a shit ton of damage to him while he is staggered. So, you know, I guess there's only so much credit I can give him.
Well, let's not say too much here, because this attack, Seeds of Destruction, puts all these little things on the ground, right? Those things will fucking explode on you and do about 2,000 or 3,000 damage a pop.
So we want to take him out.
I completely ignored them, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Judgment Blade does about 2,000 damage. It's his only really dangerous physical attack. And you can even, like, it's not even like, what's it called? It's not even like, what was Orphan's attack? The thing that, like, stopped everything.
Oh god, I don't fucking know. It was stupid. It had a stupid name and he hit himself. He hit you with his own body because his body was a sword.
Right, yeah, whatever. That attack. Like, unlike that attack, this doesn't even pause the game for Judgment Blade, so it's really not a big deal.
Also, wow, the seeds exploding was very underwhelming. I mean, you'd think that all of them all blowing up at once would be, like, you know, if not an actual one-hit kill, then at least a, like, huge damage. But no, it's just some damage.
Yeah. Again, it's just kind of a thing. They're there and they will annoy you, but they're not.
And that said, you basically took each one out in like 2 hits, and you get 6 hits in a combo, and you can have 3 guys, and there's 6 seeds. So, you know, frankly, it seems like they should have been a huge threat just because of how easy they are to take out. They could have at least been kind of like an idiot-proofing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Ochus, like the Micro-Chus in the Ochu fight. You don't have to, like, be afraid of them, but you do have to remember they're there.
Oh well. Also, why is he casting arrow? He's not the caster.
That's actually a physical attack. That's a slashing attack.
Ugh, okay.
Anyway, obviously, once you run out of time, the Jet one goes to the back and he respawns the other 2. So, yep, we don't need to see that again.
In the end, everything is rote. I don't know why that attack is called Break Curse.
Oh, hey, count 1. What do you think that means?
Oh. Well, I thought this was what that meant, but evidently he's getting ahead of himself. Okay, again with the really underwhelming damage. And the 10 full damage as well. Come on.
Reminder, that was mostly through D-Shell, too. Just putting that out there.
Ugh. Well, that was... wow. Well, okay, I guess I'm now going to take back most of my credit, because after all that, if this is the big threat that he throws at you, then what the hell even is the point? I mean, Orphan at least had Doom going for him, so you had to... well, I say you had to rush, but it was the slowest goddamn Doom, even by that game's standards.
Yeah, Orphan gave you, well, twice as long as the Eidolons did. Actually, no, more than that. It was like 3 times as long.
Yeah, it was way longer. But, you know, there was... even if the actual time limit itself was pretty generous, it's still like, you know, it was a thing, it was always there, you are under pressure, you have to do it fast. So if you're not going to have that, and you still want pressure, you need to have some threatening goddamn attacks. And this was a cutscene, and it did no damage.
Yeah, that's his scary one.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the one you really gotta watch out for. And because he did that right after a Judgment Blade, I'm gonna just miss the second cycle.
Yeah. Also, I can't help but notice that it was called Dying Sun. And, you know, I wonder if there's been another Final Fantasy final boss who's used an attack that had that theme. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite place it. Oh well. Probably imagining it.
And we just missed it. Because as soon as he starts his attitude change, it immediately stops. You can't hurt him anymore at that point.
Seems pretty cheesy, really. I mean, he just, all his damage just starts being block, even though he's not doing anything particularly special animation-wise.
So yeah, that's the final boss.
So long, game.
Yeah, so the fact that I missed that second cycle probably added about 3 minutes to that fight. I was very annoyed by that.
Yeah, 2 seems a pretty good number to be going for. Like, you know, given that there's still some over-leveling left to go, I wonder if it can't be done in 1. So, also, was the thing that we saw it, that Bahamut turning to crystal and shattering? Because that's kind of what it looked like.
Not really.
I wonder if it was just a light.
I think it was just kind of like him, just kind of like breaking, like you know how like the enemies like kind of fade away as they die. I think it was just that.
Looks a little different. Oh well. So now he uses Heart of Chaos and just stands back up again and we fight him again, right? Somehow we finally got you this time.
Noel, you told me that Yule is reborn because of me. And I have to die.
Oh hey look, we finally talked some sense into him.
Free Yule. Kill me. You're the only one that can
So now
this
he wants us to kill him, but again, hasn't this kind of, sort of been his plan all along?
Even if it were for Yule's sake, I wouldn't want to kill you.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Noel.
Is dead. I killed her with my own hands. Will you allow
Also,
me to
what?
go unpunished?
He's lying.
In Valhalla, time does not flow as it should. Long before
I thought-
we
wait.
began our battle here, I had
Wait,
already
I thought
faced
time
her.
didn't flow at all in Valhalla. I thought that was its whole thing.
Things that shall happen in your future have already been decided in my own past.
So yeah, I bet some of you thought that this game's chronology couldn't get any dumber.
Then you should know you can't provoke
And
me.
yet...
No matter how hard you try, I'm not going to kill you.
That's right. You hate to kill anyone, don't you?
So, again, I gotta ask, what part of this plan of his is new that's a sudden development? I mean, even in this, this same sequence, he's like, I will make you kill me, and it will only make me stronger.
Oh no, he's gonna kill Sarah! But wait, we have one last choice!
The moment I
Choice?
exist, you shall be released from your fate.
So, thread vote. I'm kidding.
So hey, guess what?
We're not gonna kill him.
Yup, whole thing, the whole game has been for naught. Just totally undid everything.
Won't do it.
How did he manage to stop himself from falling forward like that? I mean, it's like he literally hit against a wall.
Can change
Oh wait, haha, I lied. It's a fake choice. It doesn't matter.
You must bear the burden.
I mean, the metaphysics of this seems kind of fucked. I mean, if Caius can die because he made somebody kill him, then why can't he get the same result by just killing himself?
There is some bullshit about, like, he has to be killed by a guardian in order to destroy the Heart of Chaos. So, because otherwise, and the guardian has to be strong enough to overcome the Heart of Chaos, otherwise it just gets, the new guardian gets bound up by the Heart of Chaos and he just becomes the next Caius.
But if the Heart of Chaos wants to be overcome, how does that factor into anything? I mean, Noel didn't particularly want to kill him, so if there's some metaphysical bullshit in play here, then how come he couldn't just not die?
Back here to die.
You're asking questions.
He thought if he did,
I am.
Cycle of rebirth.
It is a fair
This
observation.
way, all the Yules that are called back to Valhalla,
So we did
they
it!
can be with you.
For real this time. Caius is straight up dead.
Born again.
He's gone, forever.
Hooray! Game 1.
In the end, he believed what you told him.
Did he?
This
I
is a
don't
world
really see how that's apparent.
of possibilities. But that's all there are. Possibilities. There's no death here, but no real life either.
Very deep. You know, totally shallow and not really saying much about anything.
This place chose a different fate. They
But,
wanted
you know,
to be born again.
I guess this is a time to be throwing out
Need
empty,
immortality.
deep dialogue.
They wanted reality.
See, like, that was a great one.
Caius wanted something different. Something he thought was better than life. A dream where he could protect the spirits of
So
all
wait,
the Yules forever.
Where is Caius's soul going? Like, it goes through Etro's gate, but Etro's gate goes to here.
Find her. Find my Yule. It doesn't have to be forever.
Man, this game's universe is fucked on a actual, literal, metaphysical level.
I want to be with her in the future.
Let's do it. Build a new future.
Yeah. I never wanted to hurt anyone.
Why are we still talking? Why are we still here?
Because we're having a deep conversation about the
They had a deep conversation while literally floating through time.
Farewell.
we're giving Caius his final farewell.
Bit late for that, surely. I mean, whatever. I don't care. Just get out of here and be done with it.
Have we now?
Timeline is
Wait,
back to how it was.
oh, there was a final paradox?
Sarah, you feeling
Wait,
okay?
But how can the final paradox be in Valhalla?
Did you see anything? I mean,
no.
did you
The
feel any pain?
This was started because lightning got dragged into...
I feel great.
Like, that was the first paradox, when lightning disappeared. So I guess...
Feeling fine?
But shouldn't the final paradox technically be the first paradox? I mean, if you're resolving them in order.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, so I guess it makes sense in that lightning was taken by Etro because she was to become her champion against Caius. So now that we have destroyed Caius and he no longer exists in the timeline, lightning is no longer needed as the goddess's servant, so she never gets taken, and that's the final paradox resolved.
Take us to 500 AF. I guess that's where we'll be living now.
But that means that we're technically, well, I guess if we're changing this in the future, then we're changing this in the past, because chronology...
Future lightning fought to protect.
I don't know, there's something bugging me about this plan, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
What about Fang and Vanille?
They'll be there for sure. And don't forget, Hope is in that time as well.
Also, yeah, because of the thing that we just did, we can no longer travel through time. So once we go back to 500 AF, everybody is stuck there.
The sky and see the new cocoon.
Oh, why are they going back to 500 AF then? I mean, if they wanted to be done with this stuff, then shouldn't Sarah go back to, like, 2 AF?
Let's go.
Or hell, even 0 AF if they want to meet Lightning again? And shouldn't Noel go back, well, forwards, like 700 AF? Why 500 AF?
Because that's where everybody else is.
Also, how the hell did Saz get there? I mean, did they, like, cryo-freeze him as well?
Oh boy. Saz's explanation comes in the DLC.
Of course it does.
So we will talk about him in a couple videos.
I dread to contemplate.
Bringing him home.
Great work. Thank you,
I
Sarah.
like that instead of showing us some like nifty CGs of the airships doing their thing and messing with the crystal, we only get to see like
And join us.
the control room and the stills on the monitor, because of course the monitors have stills on them.
Sir, they're not coming down.
The gates haven't been shut.
I don't know what a paradox level is, but, you know, that's one I have learned not to ask about.
It's okay. Sarah and Noel will fix it. They just need more time.
The pillar is coming down!
It is the appointed time. The crystal pillar has broken.
Well, I really hope this stupid plan works.
Now would be a good time to launch that new cocoon, Hope, just saying. Oh, what's this? Is it time for the musical accompaniment already?
Ladies and gentlemen, Charisse.
Staring the stars, feeling the wind every time. I cannot stop thinking of you. Since you've been gone away from here. Shedding the tears, crying out loud for once. 'Cause you were such a precious part of me. There's no one to fill my broken heart. Oh, but now I have realized the reason why I live in this world. Even you have left me here alone. I found the way. I can get over the future. Baby, I'm gonna see the new world. Nothing but the love you gave me. Only thing I can do is to trust the time we share. Baby, I'm gonna go to the new world with nothing but the strength you gave me. There's nothing to be afraid of. I know your love will lead me where I should be.
This is our ark, our haven. It will be called Benevelza, and it shall be the new home for the human race.
Well, that's a hell of a name for the new cocoon.
So who the hell knows what Benevelza refers to, huh? Have you guys been reading the data logs? Huh?
Hey, we did it! The heroes made it home.
No more costumes though, because, you know, CG.
Yeah, we've entered the world of CG. We're not allowed to have costumes anymore.
Hey! Look, the heroes are back!
It says.
I don't know why that airship has speakers that can do that. Ah, whatever. Also,
Nice catch.
that was
That should have like shattered your knees and then some.
whatever, it's Final Fantasy 13 full damage, it's like 15 damage. Now, that on the other hand was a much more questionable landing. I mean, unless that airship is in freefall,
Feeling all right?
in which case Noel would not be able to stand, so who the hell knows, why are we thinking seriously about Final Fantasy 13-2 again? It's literally been 5 minutes since you reminded me not to do that.
Yeah.
Man, it sure is a good thing that big shockwave from the crystal pillar failing hasn't like come and wiped out academia or anything.
Yeah, there should be some, like, pyroclastic fucking shit from that.
It's the end of our journey.
So hey, we did it! Happy ending for everybody!
Hey, no. Thank you.
Sarah,
Or is it?
not now, please.
I don't know, everything seems normal.
Snap out of it. No!
So hey, remember that whole thing about how Sarah can see the timeline?
Bet you guys forgot about that, huh?
Yeah, so it turns out we just rewrote literally the entire timeline. Guess what that did?
I can't be sad about this. I can't be sad. Nobody fucking likes Sarah. She was a side character doing a main character's job. I cannot give the first shit about Sarah.
No?
Also, this is probably the clearest shot anyone's ever going to get of the back of Noel's shirt.
But But why? You were safe. Everything was fine.
Yeah, looks like you guys didn't really think through this whole paradox thing.
It changed.
But how did the future change? We defeated Caius!
If you
The
change,
future changed because we changed it, because that's how this game's bullshit chronology works.
the effects ripple outwards, up and down the timeline.
Hang on, if the effects can ripple up the timeline as well as down, then why are we not just saying that you can change the future by changing the past?
You mean Sarah? She saw this vision?
I don't think they thought this phrasing through very well.
And it killed her.
Oh well.
Sarah.
I guess it's the one consistent thing about this game, in retrospect,
If we alter the future,
is that the people who can see the timeline can see it all changing and that it takes a toll.
she still chose to save it. I wanted to protect her.
I guess this is one of those things where we have to give the writers credit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one thing in this entire game that they actually stuck to their guns on. So, you know what? Good for them on that particular part.
And we got a functional twist ending out of it. Well, at least everything else is alright.
Oh no, Mog is...
Goddess, she is gone, Kupo.
Isn't that a good thing, all things considered?
Yeah. I mean, literally 100% of this is Etro's fault.
The heart of chaos beats in my chest. A manifestation of Etro. Should this heart stop beating, the goddess will die once again.
So, you know, at this point, it occurs to me to say something along the lines of, Noel, you done fucked up. But, you know, again, more or less all of this could have been accomplished solo by Caius. Other than some metaphysical justification for why he cannot self-terminate or some shit, but, you know, I don't buy that.
The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past.
So in summary, no, Caius wins in the end anyway, even though we killed him. There was literally nothing we ever could have done to stop him.
I don't know if I would really call this a Caius victory so much as just... there was never going to be a good ending to this game.
Ugh. God fucking damn it, Etro.
So yeah. The goddess is dead. See you in Lightning Returns.
I know I'm actually looking forward to that one a lot, so I won't sigh. I'm happy about this. This pleases me. How can I not be happy? We've you know, but for a couple of post-game DLC shit, we fucking finished 13-2. It's fucking over.
Yes, we did.
Fuck all of you directors, and fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck all the rest of them. And definitely fuck you.
Oh my. So yeah, just like in
You're
13.
alright though.
Yeah,
You
so
don't
just
get
like
fucked.
oh, for God's sake, would you shut up for a second? Alright, so yeah, just like in 13, we will be doing some post-game stuff. We will have a proper quote-unquote LP credits after that. But yeah, this has been Final Fantasy XIII-2. And I hope you all enjoyed it, because...
Well, you know, for a certain and very particular and very, 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 very inclusive value of enjoyed. You know what we mean.
So yeah, that'll do it for us here, and so we'll be back with the post-game. So we'll see you next time.